everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Morning Chisme podcast. Sister, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. Are we gonna have good audio this week?
Yes. Okay. It was a mistake.
I understand.
It was an accident.
I'm just, for the people.
I'm so sorry if I'm sniffling. I am a little bit sick.
Same.
It was going to Utah.
It was.
We went to Utah, you guys. We went to the U of Ta, and it was great.
Salt Lake City,
beautiful
to be
specific. We went to see Alejandro in concert.
We did.
Sister, how was it?
And what a vibe.
What a vibe.
You guys, if you're thinking about going to the concert, just go.
Just go. Just go. It was phenomenal. Alejandro put on a show. Like, Cosa Nuestra tour was everything. It was so good. It was such a vibe. Like, oh my God. I didn't even notice that, he didn't play the songs that I like some of the songs that, I really wanted him to play. Obviously, they weren't on the set list. But, usually you're like, oh, I wish he would have played blah, blah, blah. I did not feel like that.
Yeah, because he fulfilled us with every song that he had on there to begin with.
Yeah, it was fucking fire. 1,000,000 out of 10. Consistent talent. He's a singer. He's a dancer. He's a performer.
A triple threat.
He's sexy. It was just, It was wonderful. It was wonderful from beginning to end.
He's such a good dancer.
I know. He was doing a little, and then he was doing and it was okay.
Yeah. I was just wow.
I know.
Just so much movement.
I know. And I'm he's singing too.
I know. I would be tired as fuck. I can't even walk and drink water.
Yeah, no. It was so good. It was phenomenal. I rate it 1,000,000 out of 10.
1,000,000 out of 10.
Yeah, and it was such a good concert. I mean, I will say getting there was a little tough. We were on the planes.
Yes. So we flew from Houston to Utah.
Yes, Salt Lake City.
And you guys, we almost didn't make it to see Rauw. That's how we felt. Yeah, that's how it felt. Look, usually Kathy's really dramatic.
Okay,
but this time I agreed with her.
Yeah,
we were turbulencing. Okay?
Yeah, it was
from the minute we fucking took off.
We were swaying, we were dropping, we were pop locking, dropping. It was not fun.
It was not fun.
I was like, get me the fuck off of this plane.
I know. I'm talking about like within 10 minutes of being in the plane.
Not even. It was a takeoff.
Yeah, what?
I don't know, because every single flight
the suitcase.
What? Oh my god. Okay, so obviously me and Maria are short. If you've never seen us, or you obviously aren't watching, we're 5 feet on a good day. Okay,
yeah, I'm 4'11" and a half actually, if we're being honest and transparent.
Yeah, we usually travel with our men's, and we don't have any trouble putting the suitcase up there. Yeah. I can do it alone. You definitely can't. And so we were getting on the plane. We were excited. It was time. It was go time, and Maria hands me her suitcase. After she tries to put it up there, and she misses the thing, and I'm like, oh my god. And when you look at each other and you're dying laughing, and there's all these people waiting behind Maria, and she's giggling as fuck, and I'm like, get me the fucking suitcase. I put it up there, we sit, but it was just one of those moments. I was like, God,
I'm sorry, it's not I can't help it.
I know, but it was just wear heels next time.
I know. I used to wear heels to the airport.
What a crime.
I know, but then you judged me.
I did judge you. But yeah, it was the flight portion of the evening was not it. We get there, we were there a day before, so we got to have a day. No, we got there the day before, so we had the night, kind of the day. We went to the restaurant in the hotel, which was a really nice hotel. It was the Asher Adams Autograph Collection Hotel. It was really nice and was in Salt Lake City, right next to the venue. We ate dinner at their hotel in the restaurant, and it was so good.
It was so good.
And then we woke up the next day. We went to have a mimosa. Oh my god, we were on crack. If you guys watch our TikToks, we were on one. I don't even know. We didn't even have that much alcohol.
Yeah, we had one mimosa,
and it wasn't even a champagne. It wasn't a lot of champagne in it. Yeah. It was literally just orange juice with a thought of mimosa. I mean, a thought of champagne. So, and then we were just running around in front of the venue, doing our thing, making content, and then we got ready for the concert, and then we attended, and it was just. Wow, it was magical. And I was worried for a second because I was like, okay, I feel a few of the concerts we've been to, it's been a little rowdy, on the floor, even if there's seats. Mm-hmm. But Salt Lake City was not going to play. Yeah. They were not playing. There was a row of security guards. It was no, everyone stayed in their seats, and we had the best time.
Yeah. And all the chairs were together. They were all together, whereas in Houston, I feel when we went to Bad Bunny, the chairs were
they separated.
Yeah, because they were held together by a zip tie.
Yeah.
These hoes were made together.
Yeah, it was it was one big chair with seats.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it was a phenomenal concert.
It really
I was just amazed. We cried, we sang, we laughed. He, gave us a little speech. It was everything. It was everything. And once I left, I was like, I need to do this again.
Yeah. And we were in Houston.
We were going to go in Houston.
Well, I was going to give up my seat.
Yeah, so we wanted to take our little sister to go see the concert, and personally, I just like don't enjoy going downtown Houston. So like, if I can avoid it at all costs,
yeah, you literally would rather travel to a different state.
I just don't like downtown.
You're like, I don't want to go to downtown Houston, but I'm down to go to Utah.
Yeah.
So you prefer planes over cars?
No, it's not that. It's just like, if I'm gonna go to a concert, I want it to be an experience. Like, I would like to make it a whole day affair.
Experience.
I didn't say it like that. So anyway, me and Maria part ways. The concert's over. We're depressed. She goes back to Houston. I go to Arizona because I have a work trip. So I'm like, okay, I take my big ass to Arizona. I'm going from Salt Lake to Phoenix to Flagstaff. And then I'm having my trip for work. And then I'm coming back from Flagstaff to Phoenix to Houston. So I get on the plane. I go to Flagstaff or Phoenix. And then I come to the conclusion based on the map that's on the seating chart for my flight to Flagstaff that I'm taking a tiny plane. So I'm already panicking. I'm like, I don't want to get in a tiny plane. Like, I just know I'm gonna feel if the airplane just like breathes a little too hard, I'm gonna feel it. So I'm like in my plane. It's only a 30-minute ride, so it's not that bad. So we get in the flight, whatever. I pray the entire time. We land. I have my work trip. It's great. On the way back, okay? And this will all tie into Alejandro somehow. So I'm on the way back. I come back to Houston on Friday. I get up at 7 a.m. because my flight is at 10. But I need to drive from the resort that I'm at to the airport, and there's only one airport, and bitch, we are in the mountains. We are like driving the car next to the cliff. It's like you look a little to the right too much, you're gonna fall over. It's not fun. So I didn't drive, but the person that drove me drove an hour. I get to the airport. I'm at the airport. I'm like, okay, everything's good to go. The plane is here. I mean, it's only one flight, so we're getting on. Then it starts to snow. My flight is at 10:50, and I'm like, it starts to snow at 10:55. We're on the airplane, and it's snowing. And I'm like,
I didn't even know it snowed in Arizona.
I didn't either. I did not prepare, not even in the least. So it's snowing, and I'm like, oh my God, cool snow. I didn't realize that snow keeps you from flying. I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, why would snow be a problem? Yeah. But then I'm like, oh, okay, you're not supposed to. If there's more than a quarter inch of snow, you can't fly. So we're on the plane.
Did you ask Chat?
No, the guy, the plane guy told us. The pilot. Oh my God. So
the plane guy.
So I'm sitting on my seat, and I'm like, okay, when are we heading out? Like, it's time, and my connection is 40 minutes. So we are stretched thin, bitch. We need to get our asses to Phoenix. So we're on the plane. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? Why is this taking so long? And it's maybe cold outside, but it's hot as fuck on this plane. So I'm like annoyed already. I'm like, get me the fuck to Phoenix. So we're on the plane. 30 minutes go by, and I'm like, oh my God, it's 11:20. We were supposed to leave 30 minutes ago. 11:45 passes, and then they're like, okay, like we're waiting for the snow to like chill out, and I'm like looking outside, the snow is not chilling, like it's going. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. So then they come out, they're like, okay, we're gonna have to get rebooked. A lot of y'all are gonna have to get like new flights because like Flagstaff is like one fucking like airline, so everybody flies to Phoenix. Like there's only one flight, and it's to Phoenix. So everybody has a connection. No one's like staying in Phoenix. So we're like, okay, like I'm gonna have to get a new flight, like whatever. My flight from Houston to Phoenix to Houston is like gone. So I'm like, fuck. So 2 hours pass by, and now I'm like, okay, do I need to get off this plane? Like at this point, I'm like, should I just drive to Phoenix? Because it's not that far. It's like 2 hours. Yeah. And I'm like, and I need to get my big ass to Houston. Yeah. Because it's our dad's birthday, and I would just like to sleep in my own bed. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It's like 1:30 at this point. Then they like come on the intercom. They're like, okay, if you want to get off the flight, you can. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting off. I thought it was like a get off, get on. No. They're like, if you get off though, you cannot come back on. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, I'm going to distract myself by going on Instagram. Great distraction. Let's go to Instagram. I see to Alejandro 1 minute ago a story. And I'm like, what is this? What is he sharing with us? I see new added dates, Chicago and Miami. And I'm like, what if I just like go to see on Ticketmaster if there's a ticket, a potential meet and greet to make myself feel better, Right.
You were struggling.
Yeah,
you were going through some tough times.
Yeah, I was definitely in need of a sweet treat. So I was like, okay, fuck it. So I'm on Ticketmaster. I'm like, okay, I'm on the website. It's like taking a second because like I'm on a fucking airplane. There's 2 bars. So I'm like, okay, if I find 3 tickets to see Alejandro in Miami, meet and greet, this bullshit would have been all worth it. And I'm gonna get them. And then this would have been like, what is it called? Like, divine intervention or like just whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm like going, it's taking forever. I have to log into my Ticketmaster. I'm authenticating my shit. I see 3 tickets, meet and greet for June 1st in Miami. And I'm like, okay, if I press them and I go to the checkout page and they go through, Like, whatever, you know? So I'm at the checkout page. It's like, it says like 4 minutes. You have to like check out. I'm digging through my purse to get my fucking credit card. I put my credit card in there. At first it gets declined because it's like, Amex is like, are you sure? Like, is this you? So I tell it it's me. And I'm like, okay, if it goes through within the allotted time, then this is fate. And it goes through. And I was like, you know what? That's why this plane isn't going to fucking Phoenix. Because I have to go meet and greet.
Yeah.
In Miami. So I ended up getting tickets to go see Alejandro in Miami, and I surprised my sisters for the show in Miami on June 1st.
We're gonna meet him.
I know.
I'm gonna cry.
Are you gonna like? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna tell him?
I'm probably gonna shake.
Really?
My ass.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know if you've heard of this podcast, but
like, I don't know if you saw my TikTok, but I don't know if
you saw me. I was in Salt Lake like a couple months ago.
We were looking for you.
Yeah, we were looking for you.
I think you should listen to the podcast. He has seen the clip.
I know, and he has seen my videos.
Yeah, we should print out that, have him sign it, so then when we like make it big, we can have that as like
when we make it big.
I have hopes.
I know, sister. But yeah, that was my adventure. Oh, and it didn't stop there. So I get the fucking tickets. I'm like stoked. I'm like, okay, period, whatever. Now this plane can take off. The plane takes off at 2:30. Okay. This flight is 27 fucking minutes. It took longer to get on that bitch to load the bags than for the flight to be even like in the air. And a smaller plane equals more turbulence. I'm in the air. I'm praying. I'm like, I have to make it to this meet and greet. I just bought tickets. Like, I need this bitch to land. We land in fucking Phoenix. I'm looking at the flights. The next flight I got rebooked onto is at 6:30. I'm like, it's 3 p.m. Like, I want to be in Houston now. I find a flight on United at like 4, but I'm like, okay, if I can't buy the ticket and not make it to the gate, so I need to find the gate first and then buy the ticket there, right? So I'm running around the fucking Phoenix airport. And then I see some food and I give up. I'm like, whatever, you know what? I'm not going to pay $500 just to fly home 3 hours early, you know? So I end up waiting till 6, and then the flight attendant is missing. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking with me at this point.
You have one job.
You literally. And it's like, I get it. The other flight had been taking its time. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, just breathe. I'm crashing out at this airport. At this point, I'm like, I'm going to get put on the no-fly list for being a psycho. So eventually we board. I'm on the plane. Okay. And I'm like, great. I'm going to Houston. It's like a one flight. We're in the air. Everything is fine. And then the fucking flight attendant comes on the intercom. She's like, everybody take your seats now. And I'm like, what is happening? And it was like a few bumps, but I was like, I thought we were going down. We were nosediving into the ocean. And I was like, this is not good. We land. Okay, we land. I get into my Uber. I'm like, finally, we're like home stretch. We get stopped by a fucking train for 15 minutes. And I have been holding my pee for like 6 hours because I'm like, I can't like unclench. You know, my cheeks are stuck together with super glue from my stress. And eventually I get home and I'm like, you know, you've seen
at 1 a.m.
At 1 in the fucking morning. You've seen Cheaper by the Dozen. No, not Cheaper by the Dozen. The one movie with Vin Diesel. Pacifier. Yeah. Where she's like, land! It was me. I was like, oh my God, thank God. And honestly, this might be gross as fuck, but I just have to share. I didn't even shower. I really got my bitch ass into bed and I went to bed. And I was like, never again. It was such a long day.
Yeah, that's insane. Talking about land. When she kisses when she's like on the ground, it reminds me of when Katy Perry kissed the ground after she went to space.
Yeah, Katy, oh my Dios.
What do you think about that?
What the fuck was the point?
Yeah.
Someone said that Jesse Sullivan got his toe sucked for longer than they were in space. No, seriously.
No, look. I think that if they would just say, hey, we're rich, we did it because we were rich and we wanted to go to space, period. Okay. But the fact that they're making it like, you know, like a bigger deal, and it's like, oh, we did this for Earth, and like,
what is Earth? What does that mean?
Yeah, like it's just so weird. Just say that you did it because you fucking are rich. Yeah. And she's like, we hope to inspire little girls and blah 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 to be rich. That's what you're inspired because you're not an astronaut. And someone's like, Katie, how does it feel now that you're like an astronaut? And she's like, oh, like it's just so dumb
I feel
to me.
So connected to love. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So you go to space and you're an astronaut. So if I go to the hospital, am I a doctor?
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's so stupid. Also, like, it would end me if I was going to space and I had to see Katy Perry just sing her bitch ass singing. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
and I was a Katy fan at one point.
I do like Katy Perry, but I feel like she's so out of touch. Like,
yeah, this was so out of touch,
and it's like right now too.
Yeah, like after like everything that we're going through, like this is
really not the right time to do that. Like, not everyone's thriving.
In our opinion, at least.
No,
some people are supportive.
I find it fucking weird. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, it's weird as fuck. I'm sorry.
A bug.
Oh my God. Is it a big one?
No, it's a small one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know why they went to space. And then Gayle King too, like she was like calling out people who were calling her out. I'm like, why are you going to? And why is Oprah crying? Like it's so stupid. Like
people are saying that Oprah and Gayle are a thing.
A thing?
Yeah, like they were dating. That's what the people were saying.
I don't think so. I think they're just besties.
Yeah,
and they were roommates.
Roommates.
You never heard that sound on TikTok? It's like, and they were roommates.
No.
Okay, never mind. It doesn't matter then.
But they were saying that they are partners.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Until they tell us, I feel like we really won't know.
Yeah. But yeah, very weird. Very weird.
It's just stupid as fuck. Like, it's just random. And, like, it was so much money, too. Like, you could have spent that, like, making such a difference. And you chose to take your bitch ass to space.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. And I think for me, though, it's like, okay, like, because people are like, well, it's their money. They can do whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
And valid. But just say that, like, I went to space because I'm rich.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to make it this whole big deal that you're inspiring and that you did this for Earth and, like, all these things. But, like,
how were they doing it for Earth? What was it being done for?
I don't know. That's what Katie said. I was like, Katie, be so serious.
She's such a flop now. It's so sad.
I know. I'm disappointed.
People are now doing, like, a deep dive on her, and they're like, oh, she's actually, like, a really horrible person.
Really?
Yeah. So I wonder what that means.
I feel like just, like, so much has happened this week. That was, like, as soon as, like, we were taking off.
I know.
In our fucking
we literally
we breathed.
We were in the tarmac longer than they were in space.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch.
I thought they were going for like...
They made it sound like they were going to be up there for a few days.
I know.
11 minutes is crazy. All that for nothing. And then you see Katy Perry like kissing the ground. Girl, be so serious.
Jeff ate it.
Ate what?
He fell.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Someone said, do you think Lauren paid? Because it's her man's shuttle, you know?
Probably not.
Yeah. Well, at least she went for free.
I mean, I'm sure that, like, whatever the cost was like $10 to them.
Really? To be rich.
To be that rich is kind of, like, heinous, though.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be super evil to get, like, that level of rich, I feel.
Really?
And, like, keep it all. Like, if I was a billionaire, I would be like, you know, like... Literally, like, everyone is gonna have a little bit, like, because, like, you can't spend it in one lifetime. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, why the fuck would, like, I would solve every issue.
Yeah,
every
issue that I could.
Like, if I saw someone like, oh, like, they need $100,000 for, like, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Like, that would be so great. Like, it would give me such joy. Like, having all that money and not doing anything about it is crazy. It's crazy.
Just, like, having the money and, like, keeping it.
Wild. It's like wealth hoarding. Like, when people are, like, struggling to put food on their table and you're going to space when you could be fixing homelessness and feeding children, like, it's wild. And I know it's not their responsibility. I get it. Like, we're like, oh, it's not their responsibility to fix everything. Okay. But it's my opinion that you're weird.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was very weird.
It's weird. Like, feed the children.
I know. And it's really crazy because Katie's man, Orlando Bloom, is a humanitarian. So that makes me question him now.
Is he a humanitarian out of benefit for himself, or is he doing it because he likes the greater good?
I don't know.
There's always that, like, complex of, like, wanting to do things to make yourself feel better.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I would do? If I was a billionaire, the first thing I would do is do free lunch for kids in school.
Yeah, because having to pay is wild.
Like,
and, like, there's different lines with, like, better food.
Yeah.
Or, like, better food.
And it's like, if you can't afford lunch that day, they just don't feed you.
That's insane. It's insane. They're children.
Yeah.
They are literally children.
And, like, as a child, you can't do anything about it. Like, you can't get a job at age 6.
Yeah.
Like,
sorry, but, like, yeah.
It's like, if you're born into, like, poverty, like, you really don't have a choice.
Yeah.
So it's fucking weird. Like, I don't know. I would just simply fix everything that I could, because why not?
Yeah.
And then you would still have a fuck ton left over.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a fucking billionaire.
Like, Jeff is like the owner of fucking Amazon, the founder.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop tomorrow.
Yeah.
The funds will continue.
I know.
So it's like, why not just, like, fix the issues now? I would also build buildings, like, anywhere I could to do, like, housing for less. Oh my God, there's so much shit you could do as a rich person, yet you choose to not.
Well, because they're not good people. They're just
so
rich
wild
people.
To me. And maybe it's not all, like, in their hand. You know, it's not like all, it may probably, like, tied up and shit.
Yeah, but they spent so much money on that shuttle, they could have done something.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously. I thought it was weird, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about breathing so hard. I'm a little sickies.
Me too,
Not
me
the
too.
Vibes.
Yeah,
Not the vibes.
I know, it's been a long week.
It has. I've been traveling.
I know. And after I got back, I went to the J Balvin concert.
You did. You was shaking your ass.
I was shaking my ass. It was litness.
It was. It looks like litness.
It was so good. It was so good. You know, I understand that J Balvin got canceled.
Uh-huh.
But I want the people to know that J Balvin was, like, my man, my artist before he got canceled. I love this man so much.
Mm-hmm.
just every song he would put out, I was like his number one fan. Like how you are Bad Bunny's number one fan, Rauw's number one fan. That's how I was with J Balvin. So like listening to all this music, all his music at the concert was so much fun, and people were like having the time of their lives. And when Rojo came on, I lost my shit.
I know, I saw.
I was screeching.
I could hear I could hear it in your video. I was like, oh my God.
It was bad.
Not a single ounce of calmness was found.
Yeah, and you know, I had practiced.
Period.
To be, you know, cute in my singing video, but it was horrendous.
You were giving pterodactyl. No, but honestly, like, period. Like, you should sing your little heart out. That's how we were singing at the Rauw Alejandro concert.
I know. Rauw Alejandro concert was so good, too.
But if you had to pick, you went to 2 this week. J Balvin and Rauw Alejandro.
But it's a different experience because J Balvin was very, like, lit in it. So I'm telling you, everybody was, like, dancing. And Rauw put on a show, a performance.
Like a musical theater moment.
And, you know, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, I hope he brings out, like, guest artists or, like, you know, guest appearances. I don't think Rauw would do that because...
He doesn't need to.
Because of the way that this show is set up.
Yeah. It's like a musical.
And he looked at us.
Oh my God, he did. He did. He knows we exist. I fully believe it. He was like, you. And you. And you.
It was just so good.
And he was like dancing and I was like, yeah. And he's like so handsome.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like.
He looks soft.
What does that mean?
Like his skin looks very moisturized.
Like he lotions.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, he's not crusty.
I mean, I definitely think he's like a pretty boy.
Like, yeah, he's a handsome man.
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
How old is Rauw?
Rauw's a year older than me.
So how old are you?
31.
So he's 32.
His birthday's January 10th, and I don't know if it's January 10th, 1993 or January 10th, 1994. Either I'm a month older than him or a year younger than him.
You were born 93.
That's correct. That is correct.
That's crazy. I forgot.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You forgot my birthday?
I just forgot the year.
Okay. Well, you're like 1990. One, I guess.
Yeah. Rauw did such a good job.
He did. He ate. He ate. Oh my God. Pensándote, I passed away. I know.
I feel like you blacked out.
I did black out. That song, you don't understand. That song is so magical, but it's like he doesn't put out bad music.
He doesn't. Oh my gosh. Carita Linda. I am obsessed. Like obsessed. Like there's just... And the performance, and then when he ended it with his little shoulder shimmy situation, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
Yeah. He knows how to kill it. And I feel like it's just like his natural form of performance is really good. Like everything he puts out, like on a default level, is always fucking good. Like, I don't think there's a single song that I've heard that I'm like, okay, that's ass.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there was at one point, but like not anymore. Like now it's all very intentionally good, if not great. He's just so talented, unique, good dancer, good performer, baddie, just like exudes talent.
Yeah.
Like it just comes out of all of his body parts.
His pores.
That's gross. I don't know why I put that.
His pores.
Yeah, like it's just like this energy.
He is so talented.
And he like stops the show to talk for a second and then he like goes back into his performances. He does like fighting. They do slow motion.
The slow motion scene was wild.
I was so confused.
I was like, this is in real time.
Yeah. It tripped me up for a second.
I was like, they're falling slowly.
I know.
That's talent.
When he sang Amar de Nuevo.
Oh my God. I lost my shit.
When he was going in the circle with the dancers.
That was lit.
I was like, how the fuck do you keep track?
His dancers?
No.
His entire squad.
Yeah, everybody that was there.
His entourage.
Everybody, the band, the other singers, the
man
dancers.
that was like doing the...
It was like a host.
Like a host.
He was period as fuck too.
Yeah, everybody.
It was just such a good concert. Like truly, Cosa Nuestra was everything. It was worth every single dollar, every single turbulence. It was just so good. It was such an experience.
And now we get to meet him.
Oh my God, bitch.
What are you going to say to him?
I don't know. I have to think of something cool.
I don't even know.
I'm going to take both of my phones. And I'm going to take a pic. Obviously, they're going to take a picture of me.
I'm going to say, I'm going to give him my number.
And then I'm going to take a selfie with him. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But it's going to be amazingness. And I'm excited.
Yeah, I guess we have to like talk. We have to like think about what we're going to say.
Te amo.
That is all.
I don't feel like I'm going to be so nervous.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to shake. Oh, man. My tummy starts hurting when I'm nervous.
No te calles, dude. Oh, my God. Imagine you just, like, shit yourself. Meeting Alejandro, dude. No. That cannot be what is, like, the experience you leave for him. He's going to be like, Morning Chisme, podcaster, smells like ass.
But I do get nervous. And
okay, well, no te calles.
On my wedding day, I remember.
Oh, my God. Te cagaste?
No. I remember remember being like, we need to hurry up because I'm so nervous I'm gonna shit myself. I asked Dad, I was like, Dad, I'm gonna shit myself. And he's like, you cannot do that right now. I was so nervous. And
really?
Yeah, there was no one there. You guys had already walked down the aisle and I was waiting to walk down. I was
really nervous too to walk down the aisle, and it wasn't just necessarily like nerves. I was nervous for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, getting married is like I understand yes, it's beautiful, the union, whatever, but like, and like everything being about you like is also great, but like having to walk down the aisle was just like
all eyes on you can be really nerve-wracking.
After you do all the things that you have to do on your wedding, right? That's whenever it got fun for me. I got shit-faced.
She did.
I got shit-faced because everybody was like, do not get drunk at your wedding, and I was like, actually, this was really stressful. I planned this on my own. I'm gonna get drunk.
Yeah, as you should.
I was like dancing in my pantuflas.
Yeah, I mean,
and swinging my dress.
I think everybody had pantuflas on at that point.
Yeah,
we were really drunk at your wedding.
Yeah,
like it was really fun. It was really, really fun. I think your wedding was a lot of fun, but it was like it ended at the right time. I think if like we had gone any longer, I would have blacked out.
Yeah,
and then your bitch ass calls me and you're like, hey, I forgot my purse. She's wasted. The purse is in her lap. So I'm looking everywhere for this purse. The purse is nowhere to be found. And I'm like, your purse isn't here. It is not here. And then you're like, sorry, I have my purse.
I was so
drunk. Oh my God. And then I grabbed the cake and shoved it in my mouth. It's bad.
That's crazy.
But it was fun. We had a lot of fun at your wedding.
Yeah.
And it was cute. You guys looked cute.
Yeah. And, you know, talking about weddings, there has been a little bit of a discourse on TikTok about dry weddings.
Yes, there has. There is a lot of discourse, and I feel like my opinion might like be not like the nicest. I think you should have alcohol at your wedding. I'm sorry. I understand that that's not the popular opinion, but if you are like, you know, of a religion that doesn't drink, or if you're recovering, or if you're sober, I totally understand if you don't have alcohol. But I feel like if that, it's just like, oh, I don't know if I want to have alcohol or not, or like a cash bar, like I feel like that's like okay. Let me rewind. I think you should do whatever the fuck you want. If you don't want to have an alcohol at your wedding, that's fair. Do whatever you want. It's your big day. But don't expect your guests to be living it up as much as they could be, or to stay the entire time. I feel like that's fair. And if you're doing a destination wedding and you're not providing alcohol, I'm not coming. I'm sorry. Like, that's kind of wild. Yeah. Destination wedding and no alcohol.
Yeah, like you took PTO for that.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do understand like the discourse. Like I do get it. Like I do understand why people are like, oh, like, you know, like I don't want to have alcohol. And it's like, that's fair. And then people are like, if you can't go one night without alcohol, you're an alcoholic. It's like, no, it's just like a celebration. Like you're hosting something.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
I agree with you. I think that people should do whatever the fuck they want to do. But yeah, if there's a destination wedding and there's not like alcohol or like an all-inclusive kind of thing, then I would probably not attend. Yeah,
like if I'm gonna fly to Mexico for your wedding and we're staying at an all-inclusive resort and you're not having alcohol at your wedding specifically, fine, whatever. But if it's not included in the hotel and I'm going to your wedding in Mexico and we're not drinking and I have to fly there, I might just have to bow out. But then again, I don't know, because like I love my friends, so I would do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. So let us know what you guys
what do you guys think? Because this has been a topic of conversation a lot on my TikTok feed, and people are like very like, oh, dry weddings are not bad. Like people can have fun if they're sober, and no one's saying they can't. But I've been to dry weddings and alcohol weddings, and like open bar weddings are just significantly more fun.
Yeah, I had open bar.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
I know. We ran out of tequila like an hour in.
Well, I mean, we're Hispanics. Like, it was...
I know.
And also, I feel like, as Latinos, like, and our friends being Latinos, I don't know how my friends would feel if I didn't have an open bar.
Yeah.
And not saying that they wouldn't come or, like, they wouldn't, like, have fun, but I feel like they would be, like... They would slightly side-eye me. They'd be like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? And I don't think that that's unfair, because, like... Not that I'm getting married, but, like... I just would never have not... Like, I would have... You know, like... Yeah. And if it's, like, you come to someone's wedding, they make you pay for the alcohol, I think that's crazy.
Oh, the cash bar?
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I'd rather have a dry wedding at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or everyone's doing shrooms. Just kidding.
What?
Everyone's doing acid at my wedding. No, I'm kidding.
Imagine.
Yeah, I think that I personally... If I were to have a wedding, like if Chris proposed to me and they're like, okay, we're getting married. If I were to have a wedding, I would have an open bar. That wouldn't even be like a question for me. Now, I think the thing that I wouldn't have is cake, like a giant ass cake. That's the one thing I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I would just have probably like little like personal desserts.
Yeah,
personal desserts,
like nothing bun cakes.
Yes, or like really nice donuts. Like, because I feel like so often the cake just stays there. Like,
yeah. Have you seen the tradition of where you like
freeze it?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't do that.
No, I don't even. We threw that bitch away. No.
Yeah.
And it was probably super expensive.
No, it's $400.
Oh,
it's expensive-ish, but I was a little bit more on the cheaper side on my wedding.
No, your wedding was beautiful. But you didn't skim on the open bar.
No, I did not.
I also think, how would your friends have reacted if you didn't do an open bar? Be honest.
They would just probably be like, are you okay?
No, I mean,
because I'm a drinker. Yeah. Well, I was.
At the time.
Yeah, and as a youngin.
And also as a COVID bride.
I was a COVID bride. And, like, I had to give the people what they wanted.
Yeah. Like, we had been inside for a while.
Yeah, so, and we went ham at my wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Parents were probably like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I think the only reason you even considered for like a second maybe not having alcohol was because our parents don't drink, but you were like, no, they're just gonna have to like be fine with it.
Like, if they ever thought that like we didn't drink or our friends didn't drink, it was proven wrong that day. We were all shit-faced.
I know, a couple of my friends were like really blackout. Shout out to you guys made it so fun.
Yeah, everybody made it so fun.
Yeah, it was
so
a great
down
time
for everybody having like a great time.
It was honestly so much fun. It was great, honestly. Your wedding
I remember being, you know those like drunk moments you have in the bathroom?
Yeah.
I had that at my wedding. I took myself to the bathroom by myself, lifted up my dress, peed, and then I was sitting there like, oh my gosh, like I'm at my wedding. Yeah.
You guys were having fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just such a good time. It was such a good time. But I do understand people not wanting alcohol.
Yeah.
I just think it wouldn't be like, people wouldn't feel so like less concerned with everyone watching them dance. And we were dancing at your wedding. We were like bringing it down.
Yeah, we had a lot of Bad Bunny.
Oh my God, it was so good. We were lit. Yeah. And honestly, if you hadn't had alcohol at your wedding, I probably wouldn't have gotten the balls to like talk to Chris.
Yeah.
And he probably wouldn't have gotten the balls to talk to me. And we wouldn't be here together dating at this moment.
In present time.
Yeah, in present time. So essentially, you having an open bar allowed me to meet Chris. Well, not meet Chris, but like fall in love. So essentially,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. Anyways, but what do you guys think? Of course, would love to know your thoughts on this topic because it has been very like people are combating them each other like about the dry or whatever. But I would 100% never in a million years do a cash bar. I would never. No. No. Before I do that, not to sound crazy, but I would rather go in debt than do it to my friends and my family. Yeah. Like, no, I could never. I just feel like you're making such an effort, like coming to my wedding. You know what I mean? You're driving, you're getting a sitter for the kids, you're flying out of state, you're whatever, you're booking an Uber, you're getting an outfit, you know what I mean? For me to bring you to my event and make you pay for your own drink? No.
Yeah.
At that point, let me just Venmo request you for the food.
Yeah.
It's no. It's a no for me. But everyone's different. Anyways, speaking of, who hasn't been seen for a while, Karol G has resurfaced.
She has resurfaced.
And she was looking dapper.
Yeah, and she's definitely not pregnant. Remember, there was rumors going around that she was pregnant. She said, actually, I'm skinny, I'm fit, my ass is fat, and I'm going to show you my awesome body in these new Instagram pictures.
Yeah, and she's just living her best life. She's on vacation.
She's a brunette.
I know, you literally said she's probably just on vacation.
Yeah. Also, I knew she was going to go brunette.
Yeah.
I called it.
I'm sure it's hard to maintain the hair.
She looks good.
She looks good.
I wish she would go a little bit darker, though.
Yeah, like fully brunette?
Yeah.
What was she before this? She was blonde?
She was blonde. Then she had like the blonde pink.
Yeah.
And then she had the red.
She did.
And then she had the blue.
Was it all her hair?
I don't know.
Gosh.
Do you think she had wigs?
I don't know. Probably. Can your hair withstand that much color?
I don't know.
And it's not just like going from blonde to brown. It's like going from blue to pink.
Yeah.
But, glad to see her back on the feed.
I know.
I wonder if her and Fade are going to get engaged anytime soon.
But do you think that they broke up?
No. Why?
I don't know. That song you sent me yesterday.
I didn't think they broke up.
The song sounded sad.
He's always sad in his music.
Okay.
I feel like if we go based on his music, there's a lot of songs he's came out with since they started dating where he's like sad about some girl. But like maybe it's just
like old songs he wrote.
Or maybe that's just like the vibe.
He's just a sad guy.
Yeah, or maybe he's just writing songs for the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope they're still together.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, calm down.
Does she live in Miami?
I don't
know. Oh my God, we should go try to find her.
I know.
Hi, I'm here to see you.
Yeah, I love her. She's so beautiful.
She's such a baddie.
She is such a baddie. I wonder if she's going to come out with new music. Someone said that her and Bad Bunny share the same manager, so when it's Bad Bunny's time, Karol is like on vacation, and then when Karol's, time, he's on vacation.
Interesting. Yeah. That could make sense.
Yeah. And he's live right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
On Instagram.
Oh, yes.
We saw a little bit before we got on.
For a second, I was like, what do you mean he's live?
Yeah.
I thought you meant he's like alive.
Oh.
I was like...
Obviously. Dude, his curls be popping, and I love it. It's giving 2020.
2020? I thought he was bald.
In 2020, he was bald?
He at one point, he had the raspa in his hair.
That was not 2020. 2020 was COVID, whenever he and...
and Gabby were indoors. Yeah. Oh my God, it feels like it wasn't 2020, but it was like, that was like 2019, 2018.
When he did the live?
No, when he had the concha hair.
Oh, the concha hair.
Yeah, he had like all like razored, and then he had like lines, and it looked like conchas.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, he's live right now. We watched a little bit of it, and I love that man.
Yeah, no.
I'm ready to go see him in Puerto Rico.
I know, I'm excited. And apparently and allegedly, people are saying he's kind of come out with a tour, and it's going to be like his own version of the Eras tour, of like his Eras tour. Like
I would lose my shit.
I know, that would be epic. God, I'm gonna be broke before the end of the year.
Yeah, me too. But at least we have jobs.
I know. At least we do have jobs. Thank you for being employed.
Yeah, I love being employed.
I know, me too. It is a very something to be very grateful for right now. So we are very grateful. But I'm very excited to see like what reality of that comes to fruition. Because like if that's true, that would be crazy. That would be.
Do you think it's true?
I hope so. Do
you think he has enough eras to do an Eras tour?
Yeah,
I think so.
He has like 7 albums at this point. He's been popular since 2016, 17.
J Balvin sang La Canción at his concert.
I know. It's crazy that they're not like friends.
I wonder what happened there.
Well, I mean, Bad Bunny shaded him on a song.
Damn. But why?
I don't know. Maybe they were just like not
fucking with each other.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. J Balvin is a little bit older. Bad Bunny is like my age.
Yeah. And remember when J Balvin went live on his Instagram and I was like, I don't know what I did to him for him to like say that. He looks really hurt. And I'm like, damn. That sucks.
He's almost 40.
He's 40?
J Balvin's almost 40.
He has a child.
Yeah.
Is he married? Is he in a relationship?
He's in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
He wrote them a song. He played it at the
his
concert.
Child and his girl?
Yeah. He really loves his girl.
I've never seen her.
Her name is Valentina.
Good for him.
Yeah. But it makes me wonder what happened between Bad Bunny and J Balvin.
I mean, me too.
Because they had their
album.
Yeah. Oasis, right? Their chemistry as artists in that album was everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Every single song was so good.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder.
And then in 2021, Bad Bunny had that concert in Puerto Rico. It was like a 2-day event. Mm-hmm. And J Balvin came out on stage as like a guest. So
it was post 2021.
Yeah. And that was like the December 2021. So it has something that has to have happened between 2020 or 2022 and 2023 because Bad Bunny released Nadie sabe lo que pasa mañana in 2023, right?
Yes.
Because I was not living here. I was still at my old apartment. Yeah. Okay. Time has gotten away from me. Yeah. It has gotten away from me.
So it makes you wonder what happened.
I know. Just let us know.
We're chismosas.
I know. But they're never going to say it. They're not going to be like, oh,
I wish they would.
You know? I don't even know what could have happened. Probably like a business situation.
Oh, no.
That's the only way I could see it. Speaking of business situations, though, did you see that PPG is having their PPG and Friends, PPG and Men and Friends are coming back with a show called Beyond the Villa. At least that's the name for now. And it's going to be, obviously, PPG. Janae, Serena, Leah, Miguel. Cordell is going to make some appearances. Apparently, he got booked for a different role, so they couldn't announce him as one of the cast members. We have Kenny. And then Kaylor and Liv, and Kendall, Connor, and Aaron. What the fuck?
I understand. Okay, so I understand PPG and PPG Men. I also understand Liv, Kaylor, and Kendall.
I hate Kendall.
But Connor and Aaron?
Yeah, what is Connor even doing there?
No, I'm sorry. What is Aaron gonna do there?
I don't know.
I thought that he had cut everybody off.
I don't know. I wonder why Rob's not gonna be there.
He's probably over it.
Rob was like the only person that I was like, oh, okay, like that would have made sense over Aaron and I don't know.
Connor
wasn't even like in top 5.
Connor was.
When did he get taken off?
When Leah lost feelings for him.
And then she picks Miguel.
She got the ick.
Oh, yeah.
We literally saw Leah get the ick.
In real time. Well, I mean, I would have gotten the ick too. Connor is not it.
So it makes you wonder, like, why is he there?
I don't know. And I wonder if Nicole was offered.
You love Nicole.
I just feel like Nicole was done dirty. And I think that we need to be real about that. Yeah. And I feel like people, like, the crime did not fit the punishment.
I know.
People were so mean to her.
Yeah.
And, like, if we're being honest, Kendall
should have been honest with her.
Yes. And I don't think she handled it correctly. I'm not saying that she was perfect in her, like, situation when she was at the reunion. But I feel like she made it very clear that being lied to was an issue for her. So she handled it probably with a lot of anger because he was lying to her.
Yeah.
it's not the fact that he was doing what he was doing, which I'm sure was also like a portion. It was that he willingly lied to her face. He downplayed it and he didn't even show it to her. She had to find out from someone else. That is such betrayal to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I know it's embarrassing and I understand that it's really hard, but like now everyone's coming for me and I'm sure everybody and their mom was sending it to her. The least you could have done was be honest with me and shown it to me yourself.
Yeah.
And then if she would have been like a piece of shit at the reunion, I would have been like, okay, girl, like you need to chill.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that he downplayed it, lied to her face, and then tried to pretend like it wasn't that serious of a matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Team Nicole, I'm sorry. I know people are going to give me shit for it, but I feel bad for her.
Yeah, I know.
Because till this day, anytime he posts anything on his TikTok, people are underneath his comment section talking shit about Nicole. It was a year ago.
Oh my goodness, it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
Do you think he's dating either Liv or Kaylor?
I don't know. But they're definitely hanging out all the time. I wouldn't be shocked if he was with Liv.
With Liv? I think Kaylor.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently Kaylor and Connor had a thing. Is that why they brought him back?
Oh my God.
If I see Kaylor crashing over Aaron in this show, I'm turning it off.
I could see it happening.
Why?
100%.
Why?
Because it was probably going to be like, they're going to want the tea and the drama. She's probably going to be like, what if I like give him another chance? It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. He like dipped to the UK and then...
Now he's coming back? Mm-hmm. Are they going off to like an island or something?
I don't know. They're filming right now though. There was a video on TikTok that was like showing Liv and Kaylor arguing. So maybe Kaylor talked to Aaron and then Liv got mad at her.
That sounds like a very, very plausible thing.
Yeah, it does.
I'm excited to see PPG and PPG men though. Like I would love to see a little bit more of their relationship. Leah did say though that none of the directors, none of the producers that were on the original Love Island that made her feel like shit are going to be in the show. She made sure of that. And I love that for her.
Yeah.
I love that for her so much.
100%, because if you're not, like, let's be real, okay? If it wasn't for PPG, the show wouldn't have been as popular as it was, and so they're going to meet every demand that she requests to make her comfortable, because this is a huge deal. People are going to tune in.
Tune the fuck in. They didn't think that Love Island was going to be this huge.
Yeah.
Like, the outcome of this Love Island, this season of Love Island, was huge.
Yeah.
And now they're going to get to make more money off of it.
Exactly. And I also don't think that, like, anyone expected the couples to last as long as they've lasted, so now we're getting, like...
Oh no, these couples are solid.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't know. And I think that, Kenny and Janae are so cute. Leah and Miguel, oh my God.
They're building a house together.
Oh, stop. And Serena and Cordell, I'm
know.
obsessed.
They're always very cute. Like, I could see all three of them getting married.
Absolutely. I literally see them all getting married. If they were to, for some reason, break up, I think I would be devastated, even though I don't know these people personally.
I agree. I do see future marriages for all three of them.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know though. I'm very excited for the show. I wonder if it's going to be like coming out soon or like
like
summer.
One is like I'm ready for all these shows because as we know, The Valley premiered this week. The Valley season 2.
Oh God!
It started off with a bang.
It's kind of dark.
Yeah, it's kind of dark, but we kind of had an idea that it was going to be dark due to Jax Taylor, and doing. I don't understand why this man is mad at Brittany for having a mansies, right? She was sending him nudesies, videos of herself or whatever. He's mad at her when he was parading that one girl page everywhere.
And he also cheated on her with Faith.
Yeah.
And probably cheated on her with other people.
Yeah.
So it's like the audacity.
And there was a thong on her fucking bathroom counter.
I don't get it.
Like,
Jax is
you're mad at her?
Yeah. So the episode starts out with us seeing that Jax and Brittany are obviously not together. Apparently they were going to give it another go, but Jax found messages from Julian, I guess his friend, who's seeing Brittany. He saw the nudes, whatever. Jesse comes over and they talk about it, and we see that Jax had gone ballistic, and that Brittany was like, what the fuck? Apparently they flipped a table.
And he hurt Brittany in the process.
We see Jesse and Brittany having a conversation as well. And it's very obvious that like Jesse and Brittany are going to be like more, I feel like, closer this season just because
Jesse and Brittany or Michelle and Brittany?
Sorry, Michelle and Brittany, because
they're both going
through it. Like their men suck. And Jesse sucks ass. Like he sucks ass. I'm sorry. Yeah, like it just they don't seem...
I did appreciate his apology to Kristen.
I did appreciate it too, but it was at the expense of his ex-wife, which is the mother of his child, which I don't appreciate. You know what I mean? Could he have apologized to Kristen in private? Yes, but obviously this is a reality TV show. They have to do it on camera. I do understand that. But I just feel like the mix of the show that makes me a little scared here is that there are children involved. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's the dark portion of it all. Like when they were at the white party. So Brittany's having a white party. She invites all her friends. She doesn't invite Jax.
Jax is not invited. And he's like flipping shit.
He's upset.
And he has his own party at Jax.
With Tom Schwartz. which is like, it's so depressing. Like, obviously Tom Schwartz is like single and out of his marriage, and I'm sure if Tom Schwartz could go back in time, he would probably fix his marriage to Katie.
Yeah, he would.
And we see that Jax is upset that he's not going to the party. At the party, you see that everybody's like hanging out. Janet hasn't talked to Kristen or Zach. Apparently Zach said something really crazy along the lines of like, I don't care, she's pregnant, and something darker, I guess. So Kristen and Janet sit down and they have a conversation. Janet kind of apologizes to Kristen. Kristen's not having it. Honestly, Janet's such a little, I can't stand her. Yeah. Janet's the worst. But a moment that I found really crazy was that we're seeing Michelle's boyfriend, her new very big upgrade. He's very handsome. Good for her. But Jesse is like, they're having conversations about their child at this party. I'm like, you guys just can't like chill and like talk about it later. And then Michelle shares that Jesse told her that he would do anything to ruin her life, which is crazy as fuck. I find that insane. Like,
but it's very, I can see that from Jesse.
No, I can too. And if Michelle cheated on him, okay, I believe in women's rights, and I also believe in women's wrongs. And if my man was Jesse, I just feel like Michelle was 100% justified. Yeah. He seems like the worst.
Yeah. And, okay, so though I said that I appreciated his apology to Kristen, I think he also only apologized to Kristen because Kristen has information. Yeah. Information that he could use to ruin Michelle.
Yeah. And I mean, in that conversation at the party, they're kind of like talking about custody, and I'm like, this is such a heavy topic to be having at a party casually. Yeah. And he mentioned like, if I find out that Aaron, Michelle's boyfriend, is the guy that apparently she was cheating with for a year, all hell's gonna break loose. Yeah. And I just feel like,
because he was like, if I find out that he's the man that ruined my marriage, like I'm like, dude, I feel like you ruined your own marriage.
Yeah, like you were the one. Yeah, like you suck. And like she couldn't stand your ass.
Yeah, and honestly, I couldn't stand his ass either.
Yeah, and look, I'll take back what I said. I don't think cheating's good. I think it's very bad. You shouldn't do it. Cheating is very bad. Okay? But I understand why she cheated. I'm not saying I respect it. I'm not saying that you should do it. But I get it. Like, he fucking sucks. Yeah. He sucks. Oh my God.
I feel like it's going to get worse for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to get worse for them, and it's going to get worse for Jax and Brittany.
I mean, we're going to see him get served with papers. She also threatens him to get a restraining order.
Full custody, and is that Phoebe?
Yeah, she's trying to come in. Phoebe, please, queen, we're almost done. Full custody. Jax is the fucking worst.
I know, and he's like, you know, you would have done the same thing if you were me. And it's like,
and then cuts to like Jason in a confessional. He's like, I don't think Brittany would have lied. Like, his friends don't believe him. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I think that, like, okay, you were okay doing whatever the fuck you were doing. Why couldn't Brittany? Yeah. Like, I don't understand. And Brittany said that he is still, like, going crazy on her about the people who she dates, like, till this day, like, in the after show or whatever.
Yeah. And even, like, your best friend.
Even though he has, like, a dirty dick.
Yeah, he does. Dirty dick is crazy. Dirty dick is crazy.
No, but like, be so serious. Like, the fact that she finds a thong in her house and then like a baby wipe on top of it because she probably was wiping her dirty vag, and then like, you know what I mean? Like, he has a dirty dick. I don't care what anyone says. Like, and you're mad at her because she got some dick? Yeah. Let her get dick.
Yeah, and he didn't want to sleep with her. Remember last year when she was like, we only slept together twice? Yeah. Like, let a bitch live. Okay?
Yeah. Jax doesn't want Brittany, but he doesn't want anyone else to have Brittany.
It's a manipulation thing. It's not that he just doesn't want her to be happy. It's not even like he wants her. Yeah. It's weird.
Just let her live.
Weird.
Leave Brittany alone.
Leave Brittany be, okay? I feel like the season's going to be very dark, very messy. I love Zach. I know that he fucked up, okay? I know he fucked up, but I do love him. I do.
Yeah. What do you think of Kristen this season? I think she's coming balls to the wall.
She's going to come for Janet's tiny frog throat. God, I fucking hate Janet. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think she did anything wrong. I don't know.
But what do you think of Nia?
I think you're so cute, but I find something very sinister about Danny. I don't know what it is, but like, she does not want to move to Santa Clarita or whatever it's called. Like, she doesn't want to move. Stop forcing her.
But they do live in a small house.
And then she said, I want to have another baby.
And I was like, Nia,
fourth child?
Please. Like, like 4 under 4?
No.
And she has twins.
Twins?
She has twins.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that. I feel like...
And she is having a 4th child.
Oh, she's pregnant right now.
Yeah.
I do really like her. I feel like she could do better than Danny. But last season I really liked them, so I don't know what's wrong with me.
I really like them too, but apparently like some tea is going to be coming out about everyone's men this season. Janet's husband takes off his ring, which I very much believe. Very much believe. Yeah. Why is Danny being called out though? I forgot.
I can't remember.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Apparently he slapped someone's butt or something. I can't remember exactly. Yeah.
Honestly, well, except for Janet. All of them could do better. I just don't like Janet either.
Janet, her tiny forehead.
I know.
You know, she used to be married to someone else, and apparently she's a super fan of the show, and that's how she stalked Sheena.
She stalked Sheena.
Honestly, if my plan was to get on the show and to like wither my way into the friend group, I would start with Sheena.
Yeah.
Flattery is the best way into friendship with Sheena.
Yeah.
You would just like be like obsessed with her, talk about her all the time, and then become friends with her.
Damn.
Like Janet's plan of action worked because she targeted Sheena first. Like Sheena is the weakest link.
Damn.
Right? Tom Schwartz too.
Really?
I will say Tom Schwartz was on the after show, and he like it was like him, I think it was Jason and Jax, and they were talking about Brittany, and Tom goes, I just don't think Brittany would do that. Even in the moments where I'm like, I fucking hate Tom Schwartz when he's doing something bad, I just feel like he still sees, like, maybe not Katie, and it was really unfair to her, but he still tries to see the best in people, and like,
I just wish that Tom Schwartz wouldn't have been such a dumb fuck when it came to his marriage to Katie, because you lost a girl that was so ride or die for you for Sandoval. Crusty, musty, dusty ass.
And for the bar, Shorts and Sandy's, that doesn't exist anymore. Remember? That's closed. Right. So all of that heartbreak, pain, and just like things that created space in your relationship, for what? For what?
For what?
And Tom Schwartz, like, apparently he's single now. He's no longer with his ex.
And apparently Joe wants to get back in those pants.
Honestly, looks-wise and personality-wise, I see why Joe is crashing out, but I'm going to need her to move on. Okay?
Yeah. And also, huge apology to Katie, because Katie called that this girl was crazy.
Yes!
Yeah, and everybody was like, Katie, you're being so mean. And Katie's probably like, no, I was fucking right.
Yeah, she was right. She usually is right. Anyways, that was the Valley. Season 2 is going to get messy, dark, and crazy. But now we're probably halfway through, if not towards the end of Summer House. And I am starting to get a weird feeling. Okay? Summer House Season 9. We're like 10 episodes in. Jesse Solomon is the actual fucking worst. Okay? He is the worst. I genuinely cannot believe that he is gaslighting Lexi when there's footage, proof of... I just can't. I actually can't. Okay? And I have said this on my TikTok, and it did give me a little hate, so I will say, you know, of course, share your opinions, but these are mine. I do think that in the circumstance that he is with Lexi, he is 100% ultimately the wrongdoer. Okay?
The villain.
But I don't love the energy from Sierra, if I'm being honest. Like I do understand, like, we're like, oh, she doesn't Lexi anything, whatever. Fine, sure. But I think that if roles were reversed and Lexi was posting pictures on her Instagram, or Wes was posting pictures on his Instagram with Lexi in the format that Jesse and Sierra are, I don't think that Sierra would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying that she's the villain or that she's doing anything wrong. I just think that if roles were reversed, she would also find it a little hurtful. And I do think that Amanda and Paige, you know, they're doing their own thing on the show. I feel very like a lot of disconnect with the newer cast members. Like, they're not really hanging out with Lexi. And also to Lexi's fault too, because she was, you know, she started the show and it was very much her and Jesse. But I feel like there's just such a disconnect with the cast.
And apparently, like, Jesse got a little bit jealous that West and Lexi
flirted?
Or, like, I guess, like, they touched each other. Something happened there. So it's, like, really weird that you're giving her this energy, but she can't reciprocate the energy whenever you're being that way with Sierra. Like,
yeah, but in the episode, it was so weird because it was, like, a hot mic moment. They're in the Uber when they get back to the house, and he's like, oh, like, you were flirting with Wes. And she was like, no, I wasn't. Your friend was drunk or whatever. And then they get back into the room and he like twisted around and was like, I was excited that she was doing that because then it just normalizes like the flirting between friends. And I just like, I don't get his MO. Like, I don't get his, what is the fucking point?
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that he's making her look like a fucking idiot. And it must be so hurtful, like her looking back, because they're telling each other that they love each other. He literally is like in bed. He's like, I love you. Do you love me? Like, what is wrong with this man?
He's the worst.
You're 32 years old. Like, grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then we see in the episode a conversation between Sierra and Paige where Paige is laying on her bed and you can see she's very anxious. Like, you can just see it. It's like spewing out of her. And obviously she's sharing with us. I think she's just very nervous about her relationship with Craig and how it's going to be perceived to the crowd. And I do think that Sierra was such a good friend to her in that moment, like talking her through her emotions. And you can see that, like, this has happened behind closed doors. Like, this conversation has already happened before with Sierra where, you know, Paige is clearly stressed and overwhelmed, and Sierra has shared like, hey, like, you deserve better, because like as a friend and, you know, like probably as a sister too, we see our friends like crying over a man, and it breaks our heart, and we're also sad. Like, we want better for you.
That's what Sierra said was, you know, I'm taking your anxiety, and it's basically like now my anxiety because I can see you like hurting this way.
Yeah, and it's your closest friend suffering, and it's like not only suffering about her relationship, but like how she's gonna be perceived by, you know, hundreds of thousands of people who watch the show, people who already are taking digs at her, you know. And this is an exciting moment of her career. She should be the most excited she's ever been, yet she's the most anxious she's ever been. And she even said that. She's like, this is the most successful and perfect my life has ever been, but this is the most stressed and anxious I've ever been. And that just goes to show, like, her relationship with Craig was just, like, literally sitting on her chest and she couldn't breathe.
I know, you could tell.
And it was just sad. I felt so bad for Paige. And I feel like Sierra really came in as such a good friend in that moment. Because, like, it has to be hard to hold, a mirror in front of your face and be like, this is not what I need in my life. This is hard. This is difficult, but like I need to get out of this.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's unfair because people are like, oh, well, if she knew in that moment, she should have just broke up with him then. I don't think it's easy.
She fucking said she still loved him at that moment. She was like, I love Craig. Like, it's okay for two things to be true at once.
Yeah. And it's also like when you're in love with someone and with them for such a long time, it's not a day to night situation. Yeah. Like, it's not like I'm just going to break up with him. It's like, okay, maybe I'm just, you know, overthinking, or maybe I'm just like playing things in my head that aren't reality. Like, maybe I'm just nervous for this tour, or maybe I just don't want to deal with it right now. And like, I want to have, because at the end of the day, Craig and Paige are not going to break up like a normal couple. They're not going to have a breakup. They're not going to announce that they're over and it's going to be like, go away and like whatever. Like, you know, she's going to have a tour and everything is going to be about him, and people are going to be putting headline after headline after headline. Like, he's going to go and watch What Happens Live. Like, it's going to be messy. Like, their breakup had to have some sort of timeline because it's not just with themselves. Yeah. It's with a crowd of people with opinions, and they've been this beloved couple with lots of fans that are just Team Craig, Team Paige, or Team both. And I just feel like she did what's best for her. And the people that shit on Paige is crazy to me. Yeah. Especially about this situation. I will say, though, okay, I do 100% see where she's coming from with the situation. I did think it was a little mean that this episode she called out Emerald for the STD comment. I thought that was kind of mean, not gonna lie. Yes, Emerald's been bringing a lot of girls home. Be courteous, you're sharing a home, whatever. But I don't think he would have done it had he known that Paige was in the other room. Because that was Gabby's room. She went into the room and she slept there and she was like, what the fuck? And then the next morning she's like, you should get tested for STDs.
I think he would have done it regardless.
Really?
Yes, I think he would have.
I don't know. I just feel like
it's because we're wired to sympathize for men.
I wasn't sympathizing with Emerald at all until this week, solely because I don't think this is the only thing that he did all summer. Like, I really don't think.
You think this is the edit that he's getting? The edit that he's getting. And apparently he is. I think a lot of people are saying that this is just an edit.
Yeah. Like, I truly believe there was more to him, but it wasn't fitting into whatever they were trying to. Because, like, come on. How are you going to bring new people into the house and not give us anything but him fucking some random bitches? Yeah. Like, for the first, like, 3-4 weeks, I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe that's just, like, it. But now we're 10 weeks in. Yeah. We know nothing about Emerald. They don't show him in the city. He doesn't hang out with anyone outside the summer house.
He was very thoughtful when it came to Carl and his brother.
Yeah.
Which, I will say this. I know that the previews kind of made it seem like Lindsay and Carl were going to be at each other's throats. They've been pretty okay with each other. Mm-hmm. You know, it was the anniversary of his brother's passing, and you know, she talked to him about it, and I feel like that's
big for her.
Yeah, and for them to just even coexist under the same roof, it's insane to me.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's also fair for them to like want answers from each other. I never thought that was a bad thing for Lindsay, but I think that for her to put that aside and be like, hey, like, I'm sorry, like, I thought that was really genuine of her. But I think so far, based on my opinions, like, this season I feel like is a little bit of a flop.
Really?
Yes, because I feel such disconnect from the cast. Sorry, it's a bug, y'all. I feel such disconnect from the cast, and I don't know, maybe I'm like completely like throwing like just like a wild take here, but this is what I think. It feels like we're no longer friends. We're just co-workers. We're cast
Summer
members.
House is coming to an end.
I'm starting to get that Vanderpump Rules feeling that I had at the end of season 11, where we're just here to collect the paycheck, you know? Because it's either you give us an equal footing for everyone. You give us a background on Gabby. You give us an into her life. You give us her in the city. You give us her life, and like, because Gabby is not boring. You cannot pay me to believe that Gabby is not boring, but they want us to think that she's just Lindsay's friend. You know what I mean? Yeah. They painted a picture of everyone to be a certain like specific character. Like, I don't think that, you know, the cast was super welcoming to Emerald. You could pay me to believe that, to think that that's Kyle's friend. You know what I mean? Yeah. The thing is also, Lexi was supposed to come in as Amanda's friend. You cannot tell me these people are friends.
Yeah. So that's true, because Lexi and Amanda don't have a lot of conversations.
And do I think it's a two-sided street? I do think that, you know, Amanda, Paige, and Sierra are a clique. They're very with each other. Fine, fair, they're really good friends. I get that. But they're not extremely welcoming to other girls. So why bring other people onto the show? They should have just kept it the main cast, and that's it. Kind of like how Vanderpump Rules was like for all the years. They didn't really bring a lot of people to the show. It was like the main cast, and then the people that got fired, and then they would leave. You know what I mean? So I think that the constant bringing of new people, it's just like, okay, like I'm gonna have to get to know this new person. They should have stopped at Wes and Jesse, to be honest. Yeah. That was the perfect cast. As much as I didn't like Wes for what he did to Sierra, and I don't like Jesse right now for what he's doing to Lexi, they didn't need to add Lexi and Emerald and Bailey, to be quite honest. Do I like Lexi? I do. But she doesn't fit into the cast. She doesn't. Everyone is already such good friends. Like, there's not going to be another intro to the show like Wes and Jesse. They had the best integration into the Summer House. Like, no one else is going to come close. Yeah. These people hang out outside of work, like outside of Summer House. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I just saw Jesse and Sierra going to Coachella together. These people are friends.
Yeah, and I don't think that Lexi's actually friends with Amanda.
No! And the thing is, like, if you're going to play it like she's friends with you, for the love of God, at least make her a friend. Like, cast one of their friends. That's what I always think. Like, I can guarantee you that they all have friends in the city. Cast one of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, at that point, the process of going through casting, like, sure, whatever, it doesn't feel genuine. It's not legit. Like, it's not. Like, that's why Vanderpump Rules, I feel like, felt so genuine for so long. Right. Was because these people are actually friends with each other. Yeah. Now I feel like Summer House is losing that charm because it feels like they're just showing up over the summer, you know, on the weekends. And, like, Sierra, Paige, and Amanda feel like friends. Yeah. When they hang out, I'm like, they're friends. You know?
And it even feels like they like Lindsay.
Yeah. So it's like, why do we need to add more people this season? I feel like we should have just kept it. And honestly, it probably would have saved Jesse's reputation if Lexi hadn't been on the show. Because he looks fucking stupid.
Well, but that's on him.
Yeah. And I mean, if it wasn't her, it would have been someone else.
Yeah, that's true.
So he went on a podcast, a Two Chicks in the Office podcast, and he kept saying that Lexi had neggy energy, like negative energy.
He said neggy.
Neggy energy.
He gives me the fucking ick. He gives me the
For someone
ick.
who has the qualities of someone who's sexy, tall, nice teeth, good looking ish, nice build, his personality throws every single attribute and characteristic that he has physically out the fucking window because you are actually the fucking worst. Yeah. You are the worst, and you're gaslighting and lying to this girl, expecting it to not be shown to us.
To say that she has neggy energy is so wild simply because she had boundaries.
Yeah, and this was a conversation about her flirting with West. Like, he said that she had neggy energy because, like, he wanted everybody to be... He was excited for everyone to flirt. You're fucking weird. Like, you're a grown adult.
I think he knows that Lexi flirting with West pissed him off, and they had a little mic moment. Then he turned it around because he wants to seem like the cool guy. He's a fucking idiot.
He wanted it to be, like, kind of a situation like that he did with Sierra. Like, well, now we're even. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. And, you know, I will leave it at this. Have the girls shown me a little bit of something that I don't love? Yes, but at the end of the day, ultimately, this is all Jesse's fault. Yes. And if he comes back to next season and Lexi doesn't, I'm going to feel like that's a little weird, but I also feel like it makes sense because why the fuck would she want to be around him? Yeah. He is such a fucking dog. Like, I thought, honestly, Wes needs to be counting his lucky stars because Jesse looks so fucking stupid that we all forgot about what he did. Exactly. Like, Wes looks fine. Everyone's like, okay, well, whatever. You know, because, like, he hasn't done anything this season. Yeah. And not because I'm sure that he doesn't want to. I just don't think he can. Yeah. Like, I don't think, like, the fans would like that. So, yeah. But... that was this week's episode, people. I'm so happy to see y'all. We're very excited that you guys are here listening. Let us know all of your thoughts. Are you attending the Rauw Alejandro concert? Have you been watching Summer House? Let us know if you're watching The Valley. But like always, our TikTok, Instagram, and podcast... TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube is Morning Chisme Podcast. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.